What's going on, Future Corp fans? This is Bernie here, coming at you with another wrestling review video that I, slept and kind of woke up to seeing everybody talk about. Was this promo better than CM Punk's between John Cena and Roman Reigns? Was it a shoot? Was it a work? And just my opinions about it, and just going over some of the lines that we should talk about. And the one line I really wanted to talk about is one that they edited out of their YouTube clip, but this one in particular is kind of important when he says, when it comes to this yard, this is John Cena, by the way, when it comes to this yard, you probably haven't learned it yet. There's only one rule: step up or step aside. And over the years, there have been a few to step up, but nobody to ever keep up. And then I finally hear about this one guy. The guy, the Roman Reigns, the one that can keep up. And I look at you now and I listen to you, you should be ashamed I'm a part-timer, because I could do this part-time better than you could ever do it full-time. And that was a really scathing promo there. I don't think it was a work. I think it was more of a shoot. I think Vince McMahon in the back allowed John Cena to kind of cut these promos with an outline point. They have to get these certain type of points across. And because Vince trusts that John Cena isn't going to make the company look like a fool, and not going to make Roman Reigns, who's their pick guy, look like a fool. But, I mean, it's hard to not say that Roman Reigns kind of took an L on this one. I mean, Roman Reigns held his own in some accords. He's talked about just John Cena never being able to bury him, talking about Cena burying younger talent. And the same could be said going the other way, where, Cena has been hearing the same type of talk for years. People saying that he's buried talent. But then we go to this one, which I just read, which is there have been a few to step up, but no one to ever keep up. I'm kind of wondering and curious what goes on in the back in WWE, that I want to see why no one's able to kind of be the top guy that wasn't just handpicked. Because, I mean, Daniel Bryan was the closest guy to that. But unfortunately, he got a lot of injuries, and he's not able to wrestle again. And so I was just curious about this. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this was a shoot? Do you guys think this was a work? Let me know in the comments down below. But, I mean, it's hard to say that what John Cena said isn't true about Roman Reigns. That, John Cena does this better part-time than Roman Reigns ever does it full-time. And I know that promo work isn't the most important part of a wrestler, because you gotta have great ring presence, a great look to you, and then also being able to cut promos. And I think you're okay with not cutting the best promos as long as they're serviceable, like Bret Hart was. I think the Undertaker was also serviceable. Just guys that they don't need to say a lot, but their actions speak louder than their words. And the problem with that is with Roman is that his moveset doesn't allow him to be like. We don't forgive him for the promos that he cuts, because he's kind of just like a 5 moves of doom. I mean, Macho Man was also kind of the same way in terms of his moveset, but he was able to be unique about it with his moveset, and made him seem bigger than life than he really was back then. But there was a part where John Cena and Roman Reigns were having a little interaction that they cut out of the YouTube video, and Roman Reigns kind of forgot his line, trying to think of what to say, because I think they allowed him just to talk. And John Cena's like, "Hey, this is a promo, kid. We're waiting." And that when he finally came up with like a good comeback, John Cena was like, "Yeah, wow, it took you 5 years to cut a halfway decent promo." And I don't know what the WWE's angle is here, especially because they know that Roman Reigns is not the best talker or the best someone to think of on his feet in terms of coming up with something to say on the fly. And the way that John Cena was going in on him, I think took Roman Reigns by a little surprise, because Roman Reigns has been the top guy. I don't think anyone's ever challenged him this way. And then when John Cena challenged him, Roman Reigns didn't step up to the plate in terms of his promo. I'm sure the match will be fine, and this match makes us more intrigued than we've ever been before, because at the beginning, this match was kind of just meh, it's okay. I don't know if I really want this. But then when we got the promo, it made us think like, wow, this should be a WrestleMania match. So I don't know why this wasn't a WrestleMania match. Like I said in the Raw We Need to Talk video. So, like I said, this is kind of a crazy thing to see, especially having guys that are, two of the biggest guys in your company that you guys say. And it's kind of crazy that you cut one of them down because he's not able to cut a promo. But, I mean, we'll see. Now, the real question is, was this better than the CM Punk pipe bomb? I didn't even think about that when I first watched the Raw segment live. I was thinking, wow, this is a really good promo. John Cena is kind of deep and cutting Roman Reigns down. Roman Reigns also had some good barbs in there. But, I mean, if I had to really say if it was better, I would say no, because CM Punk's pipe bomb was like, he felt that real down deeply that, he was being misused, mistreated by the WWE. And, I mean, everyone could see it. I mean, everyone was behind Punk at that point. But, I mean, the way that CM Punk went about it and the way that he just sat, the way that it took place and the context of it was a lot more deeper in meaning than not this pipe bomb, but this segment by John Cena and Roman Reigns. It was a good promo nonetheless. It's been probably the better one since the pipe bomb, but I will say the pipe bomb is more meaningful because it comes from the heart and what CM Punk truly felt about his position in the WWE. And yeah, this type of promo, this type of stuff where it's kind of a shoot where you have an outline, it's hard to justify what happened to it. I mean, especially if WWE wants Roman Reigns to be the top guy. I don't know if burying him by the John Cena shovel is going to do that job per se of getting Roman Reigns over, when I'm assuming that they're going to have Roman Reigns beat him, even though I think everyone will be behind John Cena. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, we got a couple weeks till No Mercy. We'll see how it goes from there. This has been your boy Bernie here from Fusion Corp, and I'll holla at y'all later. Peace.